Welcome to another episode of Tips and Tricks, brought to you by Information Technology Services. My name is Anthony Berardi. I'm the LTS with the City of Kawartha Lakes.
I'm Justin Cruzen. I am the LTS with Peterborough County as well as C Technician.
So today we're going to talk about updating Windows. What are some of the reasons people would want to update Windows, Justin?
Many reasons, from security risks to making sure your operating system is running at full capacity and there are no service errors that are slowing down your machine.
Okay, so I haven't updated my machine in a while. In fact, I probably haven't shut it down in a while. What is the first thing I'm going to do?
Well, first we'd have to find the updates in settings. So you're going to search on your computer via the Windows menu to look for updates. If you search Windows Updates, the application that you're going to want to open is called Check for Updates. Okay,
so I've searched for updates and I've clicked the Check for Updates that came up in the search results. What happens next?
So the new dialog box is open and you're presented with a few different options. The top option, which is Check for Updates, is usually a gray button. This isn't the option we want to choose. The option we want to choose is actually a sentence that's listed below that says check for updates from Microsoft Update, because this will get you all the updates, not just the ones that are provisioned.
Okay, so that's an important distinction, because sometimes if I click just the gray button, it'll say there are no new updates available for my computer. But by clicking that hyperlink that's under there, the blue sentence, it goes actually out to the Microsoft site and checks for the latest batch of updates.
Exactly. This will give you upgrades, everything that maybe you said no at some point to your system to not check for updates before.
Okay. So what happens when I click that link?
Well, you'll see that above that it'll start spinning like it's looking for updates. This can take an extreme amount of time, anywhere to even 10 minutes. And even after you've installed these updates, it'll force you to do a reboot. It'll either prompt you with a dialog box or do it itself. You'll come back to your system. We recommend to run it again, because some of those updates could have been dependent on updates you just installed, so there might be more that it can find.
So, and because it takes such a long time and you're dealing with reboots, a great tip is to keep your machine plugged in to AC, so you're not just running off the battery, and have at least a 25% charge. So I've gone through, I've downloaded the updates, it's installed them, it's rebooted, and did some installs after the fact. I'm back to my login screen. Do I need to check again for updates?
There's no harm in checking again. It's better safe than sorry to get all the updates you possibly can. Once you've clicked that button and nothing pops up, you know you're good to go and you're currently up to date.
And you had a good tip about your driver updates. We just did a video on driver updates. I don't know if you want to touch on that. It's a good time for them to do that as well.
Of course, yeah. You've just updated your operating system. Why not get everything else running and up to date perfectly? Run that through, maybe before your class at night if you have some time, and we'll make sure that you're ready to go.
Yeah. So that's a great tip too, Justin. Make sure you've got time, because as Justin said, this can take some time between downloading the updates, installing them, rebooting, installing things during that boot cycle while the operating system isn't fully booted up. Can take several minutes, maybe even an hour if there's enough updates, depending on how out of date your operating system is. So make sure you've got time.
Time, power, and the know-how.
Okay, that's great tips and tricks, Justin. Anything else you want to add?
Make sure that you like and subscribe, throw some comments below our video if there's anything that you're wanting to see some tips and tricks on, and if there's any other issues, please feel free to submit a work order through eBay or contact help desk at PVNCCDSB.on.ca.
See you next time.